Hello students, good morning, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today's lesson is revising the comparative and the superlative. First, we want to learn the uses of the comparative. We use the comparative form to compare two people, animals, or things. An adjective in the comparative form is usually followed by the word than. An example: Ali is faster than Ahmad. Second, the uses of the superlative. We use the superlative form to compare one person, animal, or thing with several of the same kind. The article the comes before an adjective in the superlative form. Adjectives in the superlative form are usually followed by the preposition of or in. An example: Dennis is the oldest student in the class. Now we want to know how to form the comparative. For adjectives, we add er. Like long, it becomes longer. For adjectives that ends in e, we add r only. For example, wide, it becomes wider. And for adjectives that has one vowel followed by one consonant, we double the last consonant. For example, big, it becomes bigger. And for adjectives that ends in y preceded by a consonant, we delete y and add ier. For example, easy, it becomes easier. Also, the superlative, we form it by adding est. For example, long becomes longest. And for adjectives that end in e, we add st only. For example, wide, widest. And for adjectives that has one vowel followed by one consonant, we double the last consonant. For example, big, it becomes biggest. And the last case, for adjectives that has y at the end preceded by consonant, we delete y and add iest. For example, easy, easiest. We form the comparative of adjectives with 3 or more syllables with more plus adjective. For example, expensive, it becomes more expensive. The green jacket is more expensive than the black jacket. In the superlative form, we form the superlative of adjectives with 3 or more syllables with the most plus the adjective. Expensive, it becomes the most expensive. The green jacket is the most expensive in the clothes shop. For irregular adjectives, for example, good, it becomes better, and in the superlative form it becomes best. Bad, worse, worst. Far, it has 2 forms, farther or further, and in the superlative form, farthest or furthest. And much and many, it becomes more and most. Now we want to do this exercise using the comparative or the superlative. Randy goes to work by bus because it is the cheapest way to get there. In my country, August is the hottest month of the year. Jenny's hair is longer than Sue's. I think this is the most interesting. This adjective has 3 syllables or more, so we add the word most. It's warmer today than it was yesterday, isn't it? The garden is more beautiful in the evening than in the morning. Nigel is, look at this adjective, it's irregular. It becomes better than Donald at basketball, but I think Greg is the best. Another example of using comparative and superlative is this exercise. We want to put the adjective between brackets in the comparative or the superlative form. Number 1. Lisa is lazy than her sister. We want to put the adjective lazy in the comparative form because it is followed by than, becomes lazier. Rob is the worst player in the team. The blue tent is more expensive than the green tent, but it is also larger. Science is the most difficult school subject. 5. This is the biggest building in my neighborhood. And the last sentence, I think his first book is more interesting than his second book. This is the end of our revision for using the comparative and the superlative. I hope you understood the lesson well. Thank you for listening and goodbye.